Hello, everybody. Adam Parks here with another episode of 5-Minute Pitch. Today, I'm here with my new friend, Justin Miller, here to talk to us about Kompato and the first AI-first debt collection agency here in the United States. How you doing today, Justin?
I'm good, Adam. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. I really do appreciate you coming on and sharing your insights with us today. But you know how this particular series works. You've got 5 minutes to tell our audience all about Kompato and what it is that you do there. So without further ado, ready, set, go.
Thanks, Adam. As you said, we are Kompato. We are the first mission-driven, AI-first debt collection agency. The mission is pretty simple. All we want to do is help alleviate the burden of debt for millions of consumers, and we want to do it through affordable and effective payment plans. However, our difference maker are our agents, which, as you can already guess, are virtual. One of those agents is Sarah, and if you're cool with it, Adam, I want to do something a little unorthodox here and introduce you to her, but to do so, she's going to have to give you a call. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Okay, awesome.
Adam Parks.
Hello, I am Sarah, an artificial agent on a recorded line. May I speak to Adam Parks, please?
This is Adam. How can I help you?
Thank you, Adam. I'm calling about a personal business matter. This is a convenient time for you to talk.
Well, I'm recording a podcast right now, but I've got a few minutes.
I appreciate you taking the time, Adam. To ensure your privacy, could you please help me verify your identity by stating your date of birth?
1/1/1990.
Thank you for confirming that, Adam. I'm Sarah, an artificial agent from Kompato. This is an attempt to collect a debt by a debt collector, and any information obtained will be used for that purpose. May I have your consent to call back if the call disconnects?
Yeah, you can use the same number.
Thank you, Adam. We have an account placed for collection by a VC bank for a balance of $2,000 on a Visa credit card ending in 8997, which was due on June 30th, 2021. We'd like to work with you to get this resolved. Could you tell me a little bit about the circumstances that led to the default? Did something happen?
Yeah, my car broke down and I couldn't get to work.
I'm sorry to hear about your car troubles, Adam. That must have been challenging. How are things going for you now? Are you in a better position to discuss resolving this balance?
Well, I'm finally back to work, but I'm not back to full strength.
I understand, Adam. It's great to hear you're back at work, even if it's not at full strength yet. Would you be open to discussing a payment arrangement that fits your current situation?
What kind of options are available?
We can explore a few options based on your financial situation. If you're able to pay the balance in full, that would be ideal.
No, I can't do that.
Understood, Adam. We can offer a 20% discount on the total debt, which would bring the amount to $1,600. You can pay this in installments over 12 months. How does that sound to you?
Sounds like the payments might be a little bit more than I can afford. Can I go to 16 months?
I understand, Adam. Unfortunately, the maximum we can extend for this discount is 12 months. If this doesn't work, we can explore a 40% discount, which would bring the amount to $1,200, payable over 4 months. Would that be more manageable for you?
Could we do that discount over 6 months?
For the 40% discount, the maximum period we can offer is 4 months. If this doesn't fit your budget, we can discuss a different payment plan. How much do you think you could afford per month?
Well, I think I could do the 40% over 4 months.
Great, Adam. With a 40% discount, the total amount would be $1,200, which would be $300 per month for 4 months. When would you like to start the first payment?
Today.
Thank you, Adam. Would you prefer to receive payment reminders via text, email, or both?
Oh, text message.
Got it, Adam. We'll send payment reminders via text. For the payment method, would you prefer to use a debit card, credit card, or ACH debit from your checking or savings account?
Let's use a credit card.
Great choice, Adam. Could you please provide the cardholder name?
Oh, I forgot my wallet. Could you call me back tomorrow so I can make the payment?
No problem, Adam. I can note your account for a callback. What time would be convenient for you tomorrow?
Same time tomorrow would be great.
Thank you, Adam. We'll reach out to you at the same time tomorrow. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, you've been great. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome, Adam. Thank you for your time today.
Okay, goodbye.
If you have any questions or need further assistance, please contact us at 1-877-383-4000. 4802. Have a wonderful.
That was a lot of fun.
No, that's great. And, obviously we put a lot of work into this, and we will
Sure.
continue to refine the process. But the goal for us is to make sure that all of our agents act in a very empathetic manner. We want them to create sort of a win-win situation for the consumer. It's super important for us. So that's the goal.
So, what do you say to the naysayers in the industry who think that the AI technology just can't match humans?
Well, simply put, we know that's not true. The reason we know that's not true is because they've been deployed throughout Asia. They're already competing against humans, and they are on a regular basis outperforming them. So that part we know is true, is unequivocally achievable in terms of competing with other humans or competing with humans. What I think is kind of lost on folks, though, is why. And so what I'll tell you is, in my experience in this industry, what I see over and over and over again is a combination of shame and judgment used by staff in an effort to try to coerce the consumer into paying. And what that
Mhm.
does is it shuts the consumer out. It pushes them away. And it actually gives them a reason to disengage, almost out of defiance. And so when we designed our agents, as you could tell from Sarah, we designed them in a way to do the opposite. What we want is for our agents to actually invite the consumer in, create a scenario where they can work with the consumer, right? This is no call, whether it's a debt collection call or a legal collection call or whatever the case may be, should ever be consumer versus agent. It should be
Mhm.
agent and consumer versus the debt, right? And that's how we've designed these bots.
I really like that. It's an interesting approach. What about the people that have compliance related concerns for AI?
So, I mean, this is a great question. And obviously, there's lots of things that we have to consider. In general, we've programmed the bot to make sure it is compliant with all state and federal law. In
Mhm.
addition to that, we have a team of folks that monitors, the ever-changing landscape. We do, have a pretty quick way to do the programming as needed. More importantly, we can modify I'll call it compliance based on our clients' wishes, right? So if we have clients who want to create a little more robust of a procedure or process around a certain law, we can absolutely do that. And long story short, they're basically programmed in a way that they cannot be uncompliant, right? They just cannot
Mhm.
break away from their programming.
I like that. It's interesting. I mean, from my perspective, I look at the self-service technology in the industry and I see challenges. We're sending out three basically main modes of communication. We're sending out phone calls, we're sending emails, we're sending text messages. Well, the emails and text messages are driving people to a consumer portal to make their payment, right? And that's, you're going to try and create as frictionless an environment for that. But for the third one, like, how else can you start to collect these payments without using those human resources? It feels like this is that next layer of technology that is kind of the obvious fill in to assist from a call perspective. And if we've only got three modes of communication, we can't afford to not look at one of them or to only throw our most expensive resources at it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And so I think you hit on two things there. Number one, when I think of the self-service option, what I think is lost there, and I alluded to it earlier, is that the reason why it works today is that the consumer expects that experience to be better than dealing with a human, right? And so,
Mhm.
I mean, what they're saying to us is essentially, I would rather deal with no one than actually deal with one of you. And that's a powerful statement, right? And so when we see this happening over and over again, and we see how successful they are, that should be a call to action. And so in our minds, we recognize that it is that interaction that causes the friction. And if we can design
Mhm.
an agent like Sarah to sort of have that interaction in a frictionless way, I think that the consumer will love it, because now they can go into the portal, they can kind of self-serve, but when they do have questions and when they do have concerns or when they're not sure what to do, they can ask Sarah and know that it's judgment-free, no pressure. Here's how I can help you, right? And I don't think they get that from any other agency, quite frankly. The other thing is, we have an unlimited number of Sarahs, right? And they're a
Mhm.
fraction of the cost of a human. And I don't know what most folks' payroll costs are, but imagine if your wage expense was less than 10% of your overall revenue. That is now a very powerful opportunity.
Agreed. And I think a very exciting one for organizations to really start digging in and exploring at your launch party at RMAI. And so I know you guys are headed out there in a couple of weeks to really start to showcase Sarah and to give her, an opportunity to kind of wow the rest of the industry the way I'm feeling a little wowed today myself. For those of you that are watching, if you have additional questions for Justin or myself, you can leave those in the comments on LinkedIn and YouTube, and we'll be responding to those. I'll also be putting Justin's contact information right below here as well, so that you can reach out to him directly and have your own experience getting to know Sarah and having these discussions. But Justin, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your insights today. This was a lot of fun.
Thanks, Adam. Appreciate you having me and Sarah on today.
Absolutely. We're going to have to come back and talk some more AI with me at some point. But until next time, everybody, thank you so much. We do appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all again soon.